Good afternoon to all my sports fans out there today being Saturday, uh, June 28th, 2020. Could you believe, guys? We're almost in July. Anyway, listen, I'm not as knowledgeable about sports as many of you are out there, but I'm trying to catch up with you. So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit update of what's going on in college sports from my research. The Let's start with the University of New Mexico. They hired Eric Olin as their new head coach. Mr. Olin previously served as the head coach at the University of California at San Diego. He also announced three new members to his coaching staff: Tom Tankelwitz, Sam Stapleton, and Mikey Howell. Now, you should see the press conference with Eric Olin. It's a very interesting conference because he talks about growing up and how he doesn't come from a basketball family, like his family was more into tennis. But as he was coming up, he was like looking for the team type of thing, and basketball was where he found he can go out and compete. And he did play college ball, and then I believe he was tapped for an assistant head coaching position in San Diego, where he was very happy, and there was a lot of inner regret and conflict that he left San Diego for this beautiful new position with the local. So congratulations, Eric Owen. Over to UNLV, they have a new coach, Dan Mullen, for the Runnin' Rebels. Now, 8 August 23rd, 2025 will be Coach Dan Mullen's debut game. The Rebels were slated to play Idaho State on September 13th, but they pushed that up to August 23rd to make room for a boxing championship, which will be held at Allegiant Stadium between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. Over to Houston. Houston extends the contract for Kelvin Sampson after he led the Houston Cougars men's basketball to its third national championship this past season. So they offered Kelvin Sampson a 4-year contract extension. Sampson is 69 years old, and he's been the head coach at Houston since 2014 and has led the program to 2 Final Fours, an Elite Eight, and three Sweet 16s during his tenure thus far. Now, over in Illinois, the Illinois Fighting Illini announced 2 contract extensions on Tuesday. This past Tuesday, they made those announcements. They announced that head football coach Brett Belima, he was offered a contract extension, as well as the head basketball coach Brad Underwood. Now, Brett Belima, who's formerly an NFL assistant coach, earned a new 6-year contract pending Board of Trustees approval. Now, Brad Underwood also is getting a new 6-year contract as well, pending of the Board of Trustees approval. I believe the football coach earns a little more than the basketball coach. I believe the football contract, if I'm not mistaken, is $7.7 million a year, and the head basketball coach is in the neighborhood of $4 million, maybe 4.4. I know it's at least $4 million here, if it's approved. I hope it is for their sake. These guys work very hard. They're under a lot of pressure. Kudos to them for winning. It's a lot of pressure, both for the players, the coaches, and the managers to produce wins. Over in women's college basketball, a new ruling affects both men and women's college sports. A new NCAA ruling increases the game schedule from 31 games to 32 games during the regular season. This ruling came out on Wednesday, June 25th, and begins in the 2026-2027 season. F, going over to Florida now, we're still in the women's basketball subject. The softball head coach, Lonnie Alameda, will be inducted into the Florida Sports Hall of Fame 2025 class. She is the 27th member to join, 27th member from FSU, and she joins Colleen Walker as the only females from FSU to be inducted into the Florida Sports Hall of Fame. So congratulations, Lonnie. Moving up to the cold area of Iowa, which is beautiful, by the way. I just don't like cold in winter. I drove through there past summer. It's beautiful in the summer. Iowa women's basketball Hawkeyes extended an offer to shooting guard Kinlsley Ketterhagen. Kinlsley Ketterhagen is 6'1" and a native of Oostburg, Wisconsin. Currently, she's attending Oostburg School District and plays club basketball for the All Iowa Attack. She ranks as number 2 recruit and number 1 shooting guard in the state. Wow. She also received offers from Michigan State, Wisconsin, Green Bay, and Wisconsin. So she got choices, and I guess she wants to stay in the Midwest area, which makes sense. You know, when people are 18, they're leaving home. They don't want to be. They want to get away. You know, they want to, find their sea legs, grow as a person. But sometimes they don't want to be too far away from their family. You know, for a lot of people, family is everything. Not for everybody, but for most of us need somebody in our lives. And that's about it. Those are my sports briefs for the day. Let me know what you think. I'll come back with more material for you if you're interested. Thank you for watching.